Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, August 11th. We've been all over the place over the last couple of days. Another big move in the markets today. Couple of positive things that we have not seen over the last 2 weeks in this market tank, especially over the last week. We had gold prices come down nicely, a nice tank in gold prices, biggest drop of the year in gold, and we had a lack of those crazy computer driven robots in the market today that continually have slammed us each and every day, every time it looks like we got a bottom. I was looking a little bit foolish yesterday. I called the bottom in the chat room saying, the bottom was in when the market was down about 300. We had a nice little rally then, and then the robots went on the move, pushed us down 500 points. I looked a little silly there going into the close, but we held the lows seen on Fed Day. Volume was really, really nice, and that call was predicated on the price of gold coming down. We really didn't buy a whole lot of stuff except some select plays that we partial bought, and as well as our SMH position that we've picked up over the last few days, and those did very, very well today. You can see looking at the Dow daily chart, just this crazy 500 up, 500 down, 500 up, 500 down, volume really, really high over the last couple of days. RSI, the most oversold it has been in over a year. If we flip over to the daily chart, you can see we've had our first turn up in over 2 weeks on the 50-day moving average in this time frame. And we're probably looking at a golden cross maybe Monday late, but more than likely Tuesday or Wednesday. And remember, this has been a very accurate indicator over the last several years. Average gain on a golden cross about 150 points. But if we go back to the daily chart, we're almost back to that 8-day moving average, which is typically our first target. And then our secondary target on this bounce rally would be a move up to that 20-day exponential up there at the 11,750 area. Once we get up there, we could be looking at some backfilling, some back and forth action, and a movement to more action in the small cap markets. But at least for the near term, barring any detrimental news out there, or if the crooks go after another bank. Yesterday they went after the French banks on just bogus rumors. So if we don't see any of that garbage over the next few days, we could be in store for a pretty decent couple of weeks coming up here in the market. We're still maintaining a high cash, but we're starting to move into some nice laggard plays. We started to see some stocks really bounce today. Traders are finally starting to ease their way back into this market. Tomorrow is Friday, so we were up quite decently today, and a weekend, no knowing what's going to happen. Going to be interesting to see who blinks tomorrow. If the shorts blink and cover ahead of the weekend, or if the longs blink, expecting another attack on the European banks over the weekend. So, going to be an interesting day tomorrow. We're looking forward to next week. I'd really like a boring, dead day tomorrow. A lack of the robot trading programs again, and gold continuing to let some air out of this massive bubble that has developed. We see those two things, and we could be in store for a very nice few days. Quick mention on the VIX. VIX spiked up over the last few days, up there to 48. We've been, back and forth here over the last couple of days, and, we could see a nice little pullback on the VIX over the next few days, and that would, back to that 20-day exponential would give us our rally on the Dow up to that 10,700 area. SMH is the way we have played the large caps. Very, very nice today, up $1.50 almost at the highs there going into the close. Hit our first target of that 8-day moving average, 29.65. Again, our target remains 31 on those positions that we picked up at 29 and 28.50. Booked half gains today. We took $1 off on those 28.50 shares we picked up. And of course, if we see a nice little pullback tomorrow or Monday, we'd be looking to add those shares back. RSI nicely oversold, and this is our way. This is the game plan we have used with the newsletter many, many times over the last 10 years, and the strategy works. And started to pay off very nice dividends today. A couple of the plays we picked up early in the week, HILL at $1.50, traded as high as $1.90 today, 40-cent gain on this one over the last couple of days. The other one was Sirius that we picked up $1.66 to $1.68 2 days ago. Hit 188, almost 20-cent gain on that one over the last couple of days. Very, very nice move. Now, the beaten down play I really, really liked, and I mentioned this one in the last video, ALVR. Just a awesome bottomed chart here. First target, 8-day moving average 126. Then we're looking for a move back to 135, 140. RSI bouncing off 50. Stochastics on their 30. Nice double bottom in place. Everyone's been washed out of this play. Nice bouncer play over the next few days. ACLS, we jumped into this one in the chat room today. 133, 134 area. Target near term, goes without saying, is going to be a move back to that 20-day exponential 154. Stops right now if you're looking to play this one. 130, if you've got a little bit more rope, 127. Would add any dips on this one, $1.34 and under tomorrow if there is a little retrace in the market. PWAV was another one we jumped into in the chat room today at $1.63.64, traded as high as 178. Again, another stock beaten over the head with the market over the last few days. Bounce target 20-day exponential up there at 206. All the indicators oversold. Like many of these stocks, you are going to see over the next several days if this bounce does indeed hold, with stops 160, 157, depending on your risk tolerance. If this one pulled back to the mid 160s, I would consider picking up a position here. IKAN, again, beaten over the head with the market. Had a nice earnings report, was running, and then the market started to reverse. Here it is, bottomed out. This one could easily run 20% on any sort of up move in the market over the next couple of days, with stops at $1. Looks really, really good in the near term and could be one that gets us a nice little run tomorrow. The rally list that I sent out yesterday, talk about a monster list, up big. I mean, I think the average gain today was about 7%. We had about 31 plays on it, almost all of them up today. So check under the trade alerts page on the website and you'll see that list of stocks. That should be a list we'll be pulling from over the next several days on a continued bounce in the market. So that's really it for the video. Very nice start today and yesterday on the market. We're still high cash, but we're looking to press our bets a little more, and we'll really start to go to work next week, especially if we don't get any sort of calamity news out there from Europe or the robots go crazy again. So that's it for the video. If you've got any questions, definitely feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.